Hey everybody, welcome to another episode. I am Michael Petrow, and it's me and Jimmy Skinner doing special features number 9 for you this week, ladies and gentlemen. We start off with what the fuck is going on in that Spider-Man trailer. Talk a lot about what came out at Cinemacon this week, specifically Jurassic Park, Batman, and The Matrix. And also go over what horror movie scared us when. What was the one that scared us when we were kids, then when we were teenagers, and finally when we were adults. That's what's on the show. RealDebaters.ca for all you new kids. If this is your first time landing on the episode, we strongly suggest to go backwards and listen to some of our other stuff if you want to support the cast. But ultimately, if you like what you hear, subscribe. You can do that in your favorite podcast player or at therealdebaters.ca. Follow us online at RealDebaters, and if you want to email the show, therealdebaters@gmail.com. All the spelling is REEL. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Trying to figure out TikTok. Man, if we were just 12 years younger, I think it would have been so much easier. Whatever. You elder millennials know what I'm talking about. Long story short, that's what's on the show. No news is good news. Nothing since the last episode. The website, I'm nowhere near it right now. So the top 10, thank you to everybody who listens. I just didn't have it in front of me for this little bonus spiel. So we love it. I'll keep saying it over and over and over again. Our little pockets of the world that listen to us. It's really cool to watch you guys keep showing up each week. So thank you very much to everybody. North Carolina, California, Winnipeg, you guys are always in the top 3. Jimmy was saying on this episode, just fucking send us an email. Don't be shy. RealDebaters@gmail.com. Come talk to us. I got nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, so I will cue the reel, and you enjoy special features number 9.
Let's tidy up this tangle of film by putting it on a reel. Here is a motion picture film, 1,000 feet, 16,000 separate photographs.
Welcome everyone to the official space section of the chart.
What's the truth? You can't handle the truth.
Sir, you're out of order. Out of order. I show you out of order.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to special features number 9. No Charles. This time. No Charles today. He's working. He's doing the IKEA thing.
He's busy.
But it's just you and me, Jimmy.
Yeah.
So let's fucking do it.
Charles doesn't actually work at IKEA. He just pretends to live in the furniture displays. And they don't kick him out.
Man, can you imagine how much fun it'd be to roll around in IKEA after hours?
You just stay in a closet until they close. I've seen teens do it on TikTok.
Really?
I swear.
Like they've staked out, hung out.
I thought of it as
security.
a joke as a kid, and I swear to that. And then kids just started doing it.
I gotta find these.
They had what I didn't have.
It's so weird to watch shit on TikTok because you're like, some of that shit kind of illegal, but China don't care.
People don't have fear, is what I'm learning. Like Zoe and I went to Calgary last week, and we did a lot of hikes along these mountains, and I have a debilitating fear of heights and death. It like combines them, being on the side of a cliff, and she has no fear whatsoever. Like, she'll get right up to the cliff, and that scares the hell out of me.
Excuse me. Do you think it's because you're going to jump?
No, I think it's because, Mike, I've tripped over nothing. I've tripped over my own foot. So who's to say that I'm not just going to accidentally trip and fall?
Fair enough. You have previous knowledge
that I'm a tripper.
Of flat ground and no height. So why fucking roll the dice?
Exactly.
At that height.
It's just, it was nice to push those limits because I think I know how far I can go now before it's like, okay, I need to sit down and stop and recenter myself.
So I'm interested in this. Before we get into fake life, I want to have a real life conversation for once here with you.
Okay.
We'll get to Spider-Man in a second, but do you do rides well then? Do you not do rides well?
I have no issue with airplanes, roller coasters, all of that. I just don't know what it is, but I feel secure if I'm in a seat, I'm sitting down. That's a big thing, is I'm sitting, I'm holding on to something, and nobody's going to try to murder me for no reason. I don't know strangers, and sometimes you walk past them on a hiking trail, and the trail is thin. So I put a lot of trust in them to not fall and grab me as they're falling.
Was this trail like on the side of the mountain that you were all
yes,
sharing?
Sir.
And there's no railing?
There's no railing, of course not.
Who made this trail?
People have no fear. That's what I'm saying.
I get the guy who made the trail has no fear, but he has to consider us walking the trail who, like, I'm like you too. I have a huge fear of heights, but it's because I'm not afraid of the actual height.
Okay.
I'm afraid that I'm willing to push. I'm afraid of my ego is what I'm trying to say.
How close can I get?
Could I jump? Could I survive it? What would happen to me if I did jump? Would Shauna still want to take care of me? So the daring side of me.
Would she want to take care of me? No.
No. Would she? Yes.
Probably.
Yes. No, she would. Honestly, we've had conversations. I'm like, okay, what if I grew 5 knees?
Wow. Out of your legs?
Wherever.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Elbow.
Can they bend like elbows?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
I'm quintuple jointed, I guess, maybe quadruple I don't know. I have 5 joints on one elbow and they're all knees. She would still stay with me.
Wish I had 4 arms.
I wish I could say the same. I wish I could be like, I'm sorry. I'd be like, I'll buy you a bunch of pants for your elbow and we'll see you when
Get you elbow pads. Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
I don't know.
I just feel like if I had an extra 2 arms, I could get so much more done.
If I had, you know what? If I had 10 hours a day, 4 days a week, I'd get way more done than 8 hours a day with 5 days a week.
Are you talking about the 4-day work week?
I'm talking about the 4-day work week.
I think it's going to happen. Maybe even within our lifetime.
I would love to go out on that note. I would love to retire on the 4-day work week.
We did it.
We did it. Like I'd be like, our generation.
They're
going
to be less tired.
Right? They won't work themselves to death like they do in China. Like,
So here's the big question, though.
all right.
Do you take the Monday or the Friday, or are you a middle of the week guy?
Ooh.
Because I could see someone being like, I don't want to fucking work Tuesdays. Tuesday, you know what I call Tuesday? Second Monday.
Yeah, I could never get the hang of Tuesdays.
It's not hump day. It's nothing. It has nothing.
No good TV.
Thursday's like pre-Friday.
Thirsty Thursdays.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Fishbowl Fridays. Tuesday is fucking nothing.
Tuesday at
Taco Tuesday.
Toonie Tuesday.
Toonie Tuesday at KFC.
Yeah.
Well, then you know what? Take Tuesday off.
$7 at Landmark Theaters.
You're right.
There
Cheap
you
movie
go.
Tuesday.
Cheap movie Tuesday. That's the only good
Wow.
thing about Tuesdays.
Wow.
You know what? Speaking of movies,
I would take Tuesdays off.
I would take Tuesdays off too.
So I could go to midday matinees.
Midday matinees. I would drop $50 on the counter and just be like, "See you at closing." I'm just
Please
gonna
keep the
bounce-
movie running. I'm in the theater.
Yeah, I will occupy every theater by the end of the day. But I think this is a perfect time to transition. I'm glad I know you have a debilitating fear of heights.
Yeah, it's horrifying. Hate it.
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned heights because when Shauna and Curtis trailed you after you were on your way back, they went out to go do
Yeah.
Operation Check on Mom for all the listeners. Shauna hadn't seen her mother. Curtis and Shauna, her brother, hadn't seen her mother in the pandemic, basically, and
Been a while.
a year prior. So we got a lady who doesn't know a lot about technology, doesn't engage with the public a lot, who's been by herself. So they went out there to go make sure, A, that she wasn't speaking tongues to herself in a corner, but B, to kind of get away and see what the world's like right now. And they went on a
Yeah.
helicopter ride,
Oof.
and the guy parked on the side of a mountain. They were 25,000 feet up, and he went, "Where do you want to land?"
On the ground?
He's like, "How about there?" And they're like, "That's a cliff." He's like, "Don't worry about
I'm on it.
I'm on it." And he dropped it, and then they went for a walk through the mountains, saw some goats.
Oh, we saw some goats as well.
You saw
Very
some
good
goats?
time. Yeah.
Right?
It's
Goats
like,
on the
fuck
side of a
you.
mountain?
How do they have such sure feet with hooves? Explain that one.
It's like such small surface area.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
They don't need much.
And watching them climb,
It's incredible.
it is. Talk about anxiety. You want to talk about anxiety? That gives watching like a scene.
I'm just worried about them.
right. The most docile fucking creature.
I know that I don't think I could do a helicopter ride.
No,
I don't know why I can do a plane or a roller coaster or a Ferris wheel. I don't think I could do a helicopter.
Is
Not
it-
that I have.
is it the way it flies? Like you're just
I feel like when I think of a helicopter, I think of like a Vietnam chopper with the open doors.
you think of Air America.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just worried that I'm going to have to operate a machine gun.
Someone's gonna be like, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning."
Exactly.
Where's Robert Duvall? How did he get here? How did I get here?
So that's my big fear.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, hey, you know what? I think we should kick off a show from now on with a fear.
All right. Well, my true fear is death. Yeah.
On second thought, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about
It's
what we
another
came here to
time.
talk about. All right.
Yeah.
So big fucking not supposed to drop, but dropped. Then now we're all going, what
That's
the
the thing.
fuck?
Do you think they meant to do it?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a lot of Spider-Man today.
It's going to be a lot of Spider-Man
There's
talk.
going to be a lot of Spider-Man talk. So if you don't want to be surprised, you can. We'll tell you when we're done in the notes, and you can carry on.
But you've seen the trailer. Everyone watched the trailer. It's the number one. It beat a record.
I want to know what that trailer brought in for a paycheck. I want to know what the fucking payout was.
That's why I think the teaser was on purpose.
They just needed that extra 10 million, whatever they get from YouTube.
Why not? They gave us so little in that little teaser that was
They did.
leaked. and it was enough that everybody wanted to see it.
Let's start there. Did you see the leaked version before the actual version that night?
Yeah, I tried not to, but then I just wanted to.
Right. Everybody around you's talking.
Right, I want to see. I want to know what everyone's talking about.
It's top of every fucking search. You're like, I'm going to search popsicles, and even though Spider-Man trailer pops up at the top of popsicles. Yeah, I tried to watch it on TikTok, a couple different ones, and I was like, okay, you can't see. The only thing you could see was like the guy whose department it was that it leaked from, which was VFX.
Ugh. You'd think he would wash that out.
You'd think he would like go into a CIA approved closet.
Imagine how scared they were when they did it. Why would you do that?
How do you do at this? I get it. Like, right. I get maybe first, second, third chance to plate, right? Iron Man, maybe you leaked it by accident. Captain America. You've been doing this for 18 years.
But how does that happen? How do you just accidentally leak something?
I think someone got an over-the-shoulder shot. Like, I couldn't tell because it was so badly shot because it was a cell phone video of a cell phone video.
Okay.
That was what I saw. And then we were all like, ooh, what? We started to theorize at work. And I was like, what the fuck did we see that we could theorize, guys? Like
Sinister Six?
Right?
Was there even one?
I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And then it came out. So your first reaction when you watched the trailer, Jimmy, go.
Jeez, I just want Sam Raimi back, and I'm very excited for Multiverse.
It's so close.
Yeah,
it's
it is very close. We're almost there. It's happening. Oh my god, it's exciting. When I saw Doc Ock's tentacles, that was pretty exciting. Because you know who it is. You know who it's going to be. And even though they showed them, it doesn't matter.
So many Easter eggs in that drop. There was the Green Goblin bomb with the Willem Dafoe laugh.
Yeah. They gave us everything we wanted.
I heard the video game has yellow lightning from Electro, which the trailer had yellow lightning.
So do you think they're just switching them to yellow? What's with that? What's up with that?
They changed what's-his-face's haircut in the Venom 2 trailer. They changed Woody Harrelson's haircut.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't weird red and curly, was it?
It wasn't. It was like coiffed.
Huh.
It was professionally done.
Weird.
It's like the first thing he did when he got out of the insane asylum was got a fucking haircut. Before I find my symbiote, take a little off the top,
Yeah.
would you? And then we got the sand burst, the sand cloud from Sandman. Alligator? Is it alligator?
Lizard.
Lizard. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's lizard. Okay, so I got a real quick shot of lizard, and then obviously the big dick at the end was hello, Peter.
Do you think he's saying that to Toby? Because the way they cut the trailer made it look like Tom Holland, but I don't think it actually will be.
I got another guy at work who says the exact same thing you
Right?
do. Like, he's like, I don't think those are the same shots, and I'm like,
Because why would he say that? He wouldn't recognize Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
and you know what?
Unless that's late in the movie.
Okay, there's that. So there's the two major theories. Is that late in the movie with a different shot?
Yeah.
Or is that actually happening and someone can't edit properly? And,
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Like,
Well, it could be just be a trailer company that does it.
or is it really Tobey Maguire?
I think he's saying it to Toby because that's who he would recognize. And he even knows who he is. Like, he's seen his face.
Which, that's exactly what the dude I worked with said as well. He was like, he doesn't know what Tom Holland's Peter looks
How
like.
would he? Unless that's late in the movie.
Unless it's late in the
Yeah.
movie. There's also something, oh, fuck, it just slipped my...
Okay,
Wet
well, I
brain.
got something.
Yeah,
If it's not... Okay, so we know we've counted 5 villains. Count them. 5.
Lizard.
5-time WCW champion Booker T. So we got 5 villains right now. Who's
Yeah.
going to be the 6th? Michael Keaton's Vulture. That'd be a weird one. I don't think so. I don't think he's coming back.
Then he's doing a DC Flash and a Marvel, like,
Yeah, probably
that's yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know who it could be. Is it going to be someone from Garfield's universe? Because they already have 3?
Well, that's where
Lizard.
Electro, and Vulture.
No,
Those
Vulture's from Tom Holland.
Sorry, Vulture's from Tom Holland. Green. Who
That's
was
Toby. So
Who
Green
was
Goblin's
Garfield's?
Toby. Ock is Toby. And then there's 3 more. Lizard. Oh my god.
it? It was.
We gotta stop smoking weed before these.
I got here. I'll find it. Spot. Why is it like?
Oh, Lizard, Electro, and Sandman.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 3 from Raimi universe.
I know what I was gonna say. So the suit that Peter is wearing in one shot.
The black and gold.
No, not the black and gold. The
Iron
3
Spider?
No, the 3-button tweed gray. one
Oh,
with
the suit.
the suits.
The actual suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same as Tobey Maguire was wearing.
So they're all going to do that dance.
Maybe the spider dance will happen.
Please do it.
If they recognize that
Give us
meme,
what we want.
right? Or just the three of them pointing at each other for a minute. Oh, hey.
I'd be so happy.
You look sharp.
So do you think they're actually going to be in it then?
You know, I followed as much as I cared to follow about it. Whenever something popped up, I was like, oh. So when I heard that Garfield was in Atlanta the same time they were filming, I'm like,
that's a little weird.
That's a little weird. Like Marvel film, like Marvel owns Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I okay. All right.
Okay.
I think that Toby will be in it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andrew will be in the end credit.
He has to be if his villains are in it.
You can't go into that world without bringing
That'd be
in
so weird.
It would be. It would be like, why is he here without contacting
Electro's just confused.
Yeah, it's like, you're not the one I have a beef with.
I'm just going to go.
This makes no sense. How did I get here?
Did Harry Osborn die in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I don't know. I didn't see my Spider-Man's your Spider-Man. I'm a Raimi guy.
Yeah.
I watched the first one where they go to the science thing and what's his face? Michael Ifans. The guy who plays Lizard.
Yeah.
Excellent actor.
You know, I heard he tied his arm behind his back like prior to shooting so he could get used to not having an arm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's meta.
Pretty wild, right?
That's Daniel Day all day long.
And he spent all day with lizards, just squirming around.
I feel one of those things is true. I'm not biting.
He went to the snake pits here in Manitoba.
He went to Narcissus.
Yeah.
Need to get into character.
Yeah, I'm gonna slither around with the snakes.
Yes, I know Toby's in it for sure.
Has to be.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much risk to not put Toby in it. After everything you've been alluding to. Although I don't think if Andrew Garfield, it's just blowing your nut too soon, right? Like if you put both of them, all three in, why do that? Like you've got the multiverse coming.
Where do you go after that? I guess.
Yeah.
How do you make another Spider-Man movie?
That's a big dunk. And
that's a big dunk.
Like now they're just there and we can't play with it.
Why don't you drop your big what is it? Spoiler bomb. It's not a spoiler. It might be.
Yeah.
It might be if you're right.
I'm just still so perplexed. Well, not perplexed. I'm just curious about the gossip that went in. That like how much shit went on in that room after that got leaked. Like, what did they have to do that
Somebody's
day?
dead.
Somebody got disappeared for sure. Somebody doesn't have a job. I think.
Yeah, at the very least, somebody lost their job.
Like, how do you keep your job? How did the guy who launched the nuke a couple of years ago out of Hawaii by mistake didn't keep his job?
Yeah,
that
was a big oopsie.
And I know the guy who talked about COVID definitely didn't keep his job.
Yeah.
That first scientist in November of that year, nobody's heard from him since. So, like, suffice to say, I think Kevin Feige is going to commit a hate crime.
I'm worried. Like, I still don't understand how that kind of thing just happens.
I wonder, you made mention, did they mean to do it?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that's something Marvel would do.
You think that this whole thing is a oops leak?
Yeah.
Because that gives them room to fuck around and not be so hovered over? Is that why?
Well, if they release a leak trailer, they can get an idea of things they can change.
Oh, instead of saying, this is Sonic, we don't want to change anything, here you go, and then having to.
That's what they could have done with Sonic. But because they got such an excellent reaction, because why wouldn't they? They decided to just release the trailer.
I'm gonna this is edging. Kevin Feige just enjoys jerking off the public.
I think he does.
And leaving you right at the pillar of climax because we're not gonna do this. So you said you weren't gonna do it. So how much of this is truth? Like you're using government based tactics to misinform your fucking audience.
They just don't want spoilers.
What, 3 different takes on each scene in some of the pinnacle moments, like to not just because they're like, Tom Holland, we know you fucked around the first time, like you got a big mouth, so we're gonna make you're so.
He was probably psyched when he found out he didn't do it.
Yeah, they're just like, that was the first person they called.
Finally,
Tom, what the fuck? It wasn't me, guys.
I think this is gonna be a good movie, though. I haven't been excited about a Marvel movie in a while. Now I get to be.
There's the big question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after seeing it, I had just a feeling of like something's not right here.
Yeah.
And I couldn't put my finger on it. And then in the last 48, people have started talking about, well, there's two things. People have started to talk about, that's not strange.
He does seem a little off.
Who do you think that is?
A little strange, if you
A
will.
little- yeah,
I don't know. Why don't you tell everybody, Michael, who you think it is?
because I've been reading about this for the last 48 hours. Okay. So when Peter says in the trailer to Strange, could you make everybody not be aware of me? And so Peter's playing with the spell. And I started watching TikTok that night, and some guy's like, oh my God, they're doing one more day.
Yeah.
They're doing one more day. And I was like, what's one more day? So I go and look at it. Fucking shut up, phone. And one more day is like a 4-book arc of this exact story. But he's not asking Strange to do this. He's asking Mephisto.
And the whole WandaVision thing, I think they're going to...
Thank you.
People were almost right.
The Loki thing, because did you?
No.
No, you never did? Okay, that's fine.
No.
That's fine. I still love you.
No.
No. But there's a shot of a devil in the first 30 seconds of...
Weird. Why
Right?
did they do that?
Like, they sprinkled Mephisto into 2 series. And now this, like, parka-wearing, sweat, sporting, chubby...
Weird.
Strange is, and I mean, that's fine. We have Fat Thor. I don't care. Like, I like my characters. I don't care how they look, but, well, I care how they look. But the point is like, he just doesn't look himself. Furthermore, the little wink.
Weird thing to do.
Weird thing to
Just
do.
don't do that. And then do it anyways.
Everybody knows a wink means,
I'm the devil.
I'm the devil, right? Yeah. So many people are the devil. But, like, I don't know. What do you think? You think I'm right?
I think you are right, first of all. But I think it's pretty fucking annoying of Peter to be like, oh, I don't want people to know who I am, even though you literally tell everybody you meet within the first 30 minutes of meeting them, and you were literally on Tony Stark's side during Civil War. Do you know what would have happened if you fucking won? Everybody would know who you fucking are.
Exactly. Like, this well, he even says it. Strange is like, you're leading this double life.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to stop, right? Which I think is maybe an attempt to show him maturing, right? Because he's torn between...
That could be Mephisto.
That could be Mephisto egging it on the whole... Like, it just... Because in the comic... And I'm not a big comic guy. Like, I had a collection, but, like,
I just look at the pictures.
If I gave a shit about comics, I still have the collection, obviously. But, let me just sip this delicious beer. We're drinking Event Horizon, supplied by Torque Brewery. Raj at Torque. Thanks for the beer. Winnipeg. So in the comic book, they say that Peter doesn't want to be known anymore, just like in the trailer. But they say you have to give up your marriage to MJ. He's not married to MJ.
That's a weird thing for the devil to ask for.
Not really. It's the most important thing to a person.
Well, what about, like, your eternal soul?
Fair enough. Why not do what they always do? Ask for your soul.
I guess he did need him to say yes.
That's true. And, like,
Okay.
it's leverage. It's fucking,
Right.
it's rife with, tension and conflict.
Yeah.
And then they do it, and then that is what causes a lot of breaks. It doesn't lead into the multiverse. It just causes a lot of different things to take place. And this is like a spinoff of around Civil War. Like, this is when this comic book was being done. So when you look at the trailer, I just can't help but wonder, wouldn't it be, because this is phase 4. Wheels are off. Like Charles says, man, do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I do like that.
Like, it can be anybody we want because they did what they were supposed to do right.
Now they have free range.
Exactly. They can, so
Which is how we got What If.
you want to go there?
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's do it. All right.
So I hate it very much. I think Marvel, I think they're cowards. I think so far they've shown us people getting punched into a wall and just no blood. I know it's a cartoon, I do, but they're supposed to be giving us Marvel zombies, and how's that gonna look? How's that gonna look if they can't do violence?
How's it going to look when you go and bite a zombie and everything we've ever been taught about zombies is that blood comes flying out, and in this show it's just a piece of pink flesh? What is it that you? Okay, so we've got 3 episodes so far. I've seen 1.5. You've seen 1.5 or
Yes.
3?
So so I've said this joke to you already, but I expect you to laugh again. So I think the only thing that we've learned from What If is that Marvel can make their movies 30 minutes long.
This is very fucking true.
They could have done that this whole time. Instead, we got 2-hour-long filler.
We got a lot. Like, I don't think there's ever been an attempt in the history of film to universe create on this level, which is the name of the game now, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's how you get them coming back. That's how you get us to come back. We're fucking shrills.
Zack
Shrills,
Snyder
so.
gave us blood.
Zack Snyder gave us operatic soundtracks that not always work, but, you know.
There was a lot of slow-mo.
Potato.
Yeah.
I liked... Did you like the first one? Did you like Captain Peggy?
Yeah, I thought that one was fine.
I thought it
It
was
was okay.
I thought it was a great
good
way.
start.
Yeah, it was a good start.
Ease our way
Exactly.
in.
Yeah, and I loved watching.
Everything's the exact same.
I loved watching her bulk up. I was like, oh, they're really gonna do this. They're gonna give her the serum that they. So all right, cool, fair game.
It just, they're like, what if? And everything just kind of happened the same, except Captain America becomes Iron Man somehow in the 30s.
See, okay, yeah, like that was the what if more than Captain. Like the what if I felt was gonna be further out there in the ether.
And how does Steve just know how to operate an Iron Man suit?
Well, and like I missed the part where Steve gets paralyzed. How did that happen?
No, he just gets wounded.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
He gets shot in the belly. Yeah.
And I did like how they had Howard Stark. I mean, that
Yeah.
was because that's
Nice little callback.
It just seems that it was like the first what if. Like somebody was like, "What if this?" and they're like, "Go with that."
Deal.
Right? Yeah. Like let's not make this hard. And to your point about blood, yeah, there is no blood.
There's none.
No, think about it.
None. Nobody's even hurt.
Jeffrey Wright's great narrating though.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
I just hear Arnold from Westworld. That's all I hear, and he has that lovely voice.
I like that he's the Watcher.
Who is the Watcher?
He's just exactly how he describes himself in the show. He's just a sentient being that kind of watches over everything and can't do anything. So it's really just weird.
Is he from the comics?
They think that yeah, it's from the comics. They think that Stan Lee and all of his appearances is a Watcher.
Oh,
That's
well,
like a theory going around.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So second one, I thought the first opening sequence was fantastic. I thought the comedy was great. Like,
Yeah,
the
it was very
dialogue is
funny.
fun.
I love what's his name being absolutely obsessed with Star-Lord this time. I thought that was very funny.
Ooh, the famous Star-Lord.
All right, how are you going to get us out of this one?
Guns? No guns? What do you want to do? And like here,
Loved that.
Bozeman from the grave.
So nice.
Bless my heart.
Yeah.
Right? It's lovely.
It's the last thing we'll get him in, gang.
And he wanted to do Black Panther. I read today that he wanted to make Black Panther 2 all what if.
Wow.
Like take that premise and throw it into there. He was gunning for it. Speaking of, Shuri got hurt.
Oh, like filming?
Yeah, filming. A stunt they were filming. She got hurt. She had to go to the hospital for minor injuries. So
Jeez.
to the woman who plays Shuri, whose name I don't know right now, we wish you well.
Yeah, jeez.
Back to it. Did you finish 2? Did you finish What If 2?
Didn't finish the episode.
How come?
What was I doing? I don't know. I feel like I had to go somewhere.
Okay.
feel like
And
something
not come back
happened.
to it.
I haven't yet, but I really enjoyed it. I love the extra Howard the Duck stuff they gave us.
I see.
You didn't get that far.
Didn't get that far.
Oh, I'm sorry then.
No, don't be. You're not. I'm not. Like I'll go back to. See, there's a thing about spoilers.
Yeah.
I don't care knowing. I care seeing. I don't want to know how it happened. If it happened, it happened. I'm gonna see it. I don't want you to tell me the breakdown, the sequences, the beats, how we got there. But if like XYZ dies, I'm like, yeah, we can all kind of see that. But
I think I'm just desensitized from Invincible, to be honest with you.
in what way?
Like I need
Oh,
to.
okay.
Like when I see a superhero get hit, I just expect so much more bang. You know? It's not really fair. Marvel's like, well, we can't do that.
Jimmy, do you want more trains in the face?
Yes, I would love more trains in the face. That's all. I enjoyed Invincible because it made the superheroes quite vincible. When in Marvel, it does not feel like anybody's gonna die, and even if they do, they'll come right back.
Do you agree that that's probably because they want to cover giant marketing.
Yeah,
base,
absolutely.
like to the kids, right?
Why would they lose money? That doesn't make any sense.
Disney don't lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask ScarJo in a week.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
That's an arbitration, I heard. They took it
Okay.
behind closed doors.
So she's going to get some money.
She's going to get some money. Nobody's going to be firing ugly tweets at each other.
Cool.
It'll be nobody else's business. Pandemic will roll over at fourth wave. Nobody will
Fourth
remember.
wave.
Fourth wave. Fourth
Almost
wave.
there.
Gotta get a surfboard this time. Make it more fun.
Fourth wave.
What happened in 3? What happened in the third episode?
In 3,
3.
there's a killer killing the Avengers as the Avengers Initiative is just starting.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not letting this thing go down.
No.
Who's the killer?
Do you really want to know?
Well, it's Thursday. Spoiler alert, everybody. By the time this... Yeah, no, spoiler alert, everybody.
You should have. Yeah.
This is coming out, like, tomorrow, so...
So the killer is... Wait, no, guess first.
Loki.
Loki is heavily involved, but not Loki.
Have I seen this character before?
Yes.
Were they in a movie or a show?
Believe just movie. 2 movies? Maybe even
Villain
more.
or babyface?
Retired hero.
Retired hero? Oh, wow.
Think small.
No, that didn't help.
Think very small.
Think very small. Rocket?
Little smaller.
Groot?
It's Hank Pym.
Fuck you and your small shit. Nobody's that small.
Yeah.
When you say small, you mean like microparticle small.
I do.
You vague asshole. Okay, Hank Pym is killing everybody?
He is killing off the Avengers, yeah. Before they can even get it started.
So Hank Pym's all the way back to like the 30s and the 40s with Cap?
No, he's his old-timey self.
Oh.
He's old man Hank Pym using the suit to kill them.
Interesting.
Yeah, because his daughter, the Wasp, died doing a mission for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
So he's getting revenge on S.H.I.E.L.D.
This sounds like Batman v Superman now.
Pretty much. Martha!
Martha! Right? That the weakest reason to stop hitting somebody, but we can.
That's my mom.
That's my mom too. Oh, we're buddies. What was wrong with it? Like, what? Because you don't sound like you want to watch it again.
I like the way the Hulk died. I'll tell you that much.
So the Hulk. Is it weird to watch these characters die after watching them just hand so much ass over to everybody over the last years?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Like, what if Earth's mightiest heroes were stopped before they could even get started?
Who dies first?
Iron Man.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's easy to kneecap. He's a human.
He's a person, man.
Yeah, he's a person.
He might as well be human man.
He's super rich. That's his superpower.
Not even Batman rich. Who's richer? Who's the richest? Probably T'Challa. I would imagine.
Yeah.
King of Wakanda. That sounds like it comes with a lot of money.
Well, King of Wakanda, also vibranium.
Yeah, very lucrative.
Very lucrative.
Yeah, I would probably say
behind
Black
a lot
Panther.
of like the contracts that Wakanda has with other nations
Yeah.
to help them build their tech. I'm sure
Yeah,
vibranium's
they're very rich.
trading at top dollar.
So minus Black Panther, who's the richest?
Oh, Reed Richards, wasn't he pretty fucking loaded?
Jeez, probably. But he's science, man. That money doesn't belong to him. It belongs to science.
How dare you make money off the backs of science?
Like, do you think Batman has more money than Iron Man? And if so, why wouldn't Batman just build an Iron Man suit?
This is one of those "Is Flash or Superman faster" moments, right? Like,
Right.
Okay,
Both have gone through time.
let's go to the Google machine here because
I like to think that Flash is faster, but probably not because Superman can do anything.
yeah, but super speed has never been defined by kilometers an hour,
Right.
right?
That'd be
So-
weird.
That would be weird.
Oh, he's fast, eh?
He's clocking 140 over there, eh? Oh, he went by so fast. How much was that one? 2 Canadians tracking superheroes, ladies and gentlemen.
But isn't the rule for Superman that he can do anything he sets his mind to?
Yeah, because that's how they wanted to tell all the kids of America that you can do whatever you want if you set your... Like, that's the message, right, in all of these
Then
lovely
he's
characters.
the world's fastest.
Who's richer?
Who's richer?
We need a Jamie. If anybody out there wants to be our Jamie and just sit here and
I
laugh
told
with
you,
us.
just go to the university, put up flyers for an intern.
I'm Craigslist?
No.
Doesn't even exist anymore. OnlyFans. I'll put an OnlyFans. I'll be the only person with clothes on OnlyFans.
You'll be the only person on OnlyFans.
No, they changed around. They changed
They
their mind
flipped
on
it
that.
back? Okay.
They flipped back to dick and pussy now.
All right.
So who's richer, Iron Man or Batman. Second search. In the publication Fictional 15 article from 2013 Forbes, ranked Tony Stark as fourth wealthiest character.
Oh.
In total, his estimated wealth is $12.4 billion, while Bruce Wayne's is a paltry $3.4.
Really?
Wow.
Who's richer than that then? Because if he's number 4, the Riddler somehow.
All right. I want to know this now too. I mean, you're gonna ask these questions; they need to be answered. Who's the richest super?
Well, maybe it's even a villain.
hero?
Lex Luthor might be pretty rich.
Yeah. Hulking is the ruler of an intergalactic empire. Aquaman has the resort. Okay, 10 richest superheroes.
Aquaman doesn't count. That's Atlantean money.
Yeah,
It's like seashells, I think.
This is also CBR.com. So, Wasp inherited wealth and added to it.
Wow.
Reed Richards is a genius scientist and a shrewd businessman. Emma Frost had enough money to bankroll Utopia as an entire island of mutants.
Didn't know that.
Good old January Jones is Emma Frost. Iron Man has made and lost several fortunes. Batman runs one of the biggest corporations on the planet. Nightwing is now richer than Bruce Wayne.
That's confusing.
Yeah. Professor X. I want to allow. Well, fuck you. I don't want to.
How does he have money?
He's
He's just like British
I
and they
wonder
come
if-
with money?
No, I think he probably charges an arm and a leg for tuition at the academy.
That's really funny.
Like,
If the students can't afford to come in, they come for free. But if you can, you're paid.
yeah.
You owe us a lot of money.
We go 70% of net income. Who's 3? Namor is monarch of the largest kingdom on Earth. He's from Atlantis, I think.
Yeah.
Aquaman has the resources of the entire ocean behind him. That doesn't mean he's
It's not
rich.
well, wealth is family.
And then
It's who you're loved by.
Hulkling is the ruler of an intergalactic empire.
Oh. You know what? That would probably make him the richest then. Because it's not just Earth money. It's all money.
Yeah,
It's all forms of currency. All right, Hulkling it is.
but technically Hank Pym should be on that list because Wasp inherited it.
Right. So it was somebody's.
So like, how old is Hank in 3?
I think he's supposed to be in his 70s.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the
something
suit's
like that.
keeping him young,
Maybe.
giving him.
I don't know how it works.
I don't.
So I hate it so far. Just kind of waiting for Marvel Zombies to happen, and we'll see.
Two reasons why I hate it. Why?
Yeah. Oh, jeez, why do I hate it?
Like, what's besides the blood thing?
Violence feels like nothing.
Okay, so no commitment to the.
And just the whole, like, man, Marvel could have. These are only 30 minutes long, and that's all they ever had to be.
So you feel that you've been robbed?
I do. They've taken time from me.
18 years of your life.
They've showed me they can give just as interesting as a story.
So when I tell you that I want to rewatch them all in chronological order, you'll
Oof.
join me
Maybe for some.
for the highlight reel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the big, exchanges. Sure. Okay, I get it.
I liked Age of Ultron. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, I've been reading that. I liked it too. I'll agree with you. I thought David, what's his name? The guy who did the voice of Ultron was such a great pick.
Duchovny.
Not Mulder. What the hell's his name?
Kochner.
No, he was on Boston Legal. He was on David.
Wait, James Spader?
Not James Spader. Thank you. That's it. Not David Spader.
David
James
Spader.
David
That'd be a weird combo.
James Spader was so great as Ultron.
Yeah.
Just the impending doom, and
I thought so too.
But I've read, and this is kind of why, like, and I meant to get back to. I will still watch the second episode because I thought it was fun.
Yeah, do it.
But I've been reading, and this is the big letdown, because the contracts ended.
Oh,
Some
so
of these
that's
people aren't required to do the voice work anymore.
Right, yeah.
So that's why you didn't have Chris Evans. That's why you maybe who did you have it? Did you have everyone? Was it Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man?
I feel like Mark Ruffalo was the Hulk.
Okay.
I think, or the guy does a very good job, whoever it is. But everybody just felt off. I think Coulson's who.
Like Dr. Strangeoff?
Yeah. Sam Jackson, I'm pretty sure, is Nick Fury.
Yeah.
But other than that, everybody just feels a little bit off. It's like the Avengers game. When they released that trailer,
Yeah.
everybody's like, what the fuck? It's like a porno version. It's like when the Watchmen TV show gave us Dr. Manhattan.
That's right.
Yeah.
The shade of blue.
He looked like a porn version of Watchmen.
I hate to agree with you, but you're totally right. It was. I loved that.
the show.
Yeah.
Show was so good, but that was very funny to me.
It just looks like that
Like he painted himself. He looks like Tobias in Arrested Development.
the Blue Man version. Yeah. But like you're right when you say porn, I'm never gonna be able to look at it the same way because like it looks like the alien that's part of the porn scene walking on set. Oh, not enough blue dick in that one though.
Not enough blue dick.
Way more blue dick in Zack Snyder's version.
You know what? It would be Zack Snyder if he didn't give us that blue dick.
And I don't know. I just like as much as I wanna. Like the animation looks great. I'm just watching too much other dark animation that is
That's
paying
my whole
off.
thing.
Like you say,
Invincible was too good. Nothing can live up to that anymore.
and with two more seasons already on the books.
Oh, I'm excited. They set up so much at the end of season 1. Like they couldn't be more ready.
And Seth Rogen
Just
was the voice of the alien.
so funny.
It's amazing. Like he's heavily involved in the production of the comic book
of course
too.
he
Right?
is.
Like him and Robert Kirkman are like
Friends.
on the phone every day,
Oh.
right? Talking anything. Do you think you gonna try one more or are you done?
I'll watch Marvel Zombies.
You
I don't know
so
what the next one's going to be, but if it's
Okay.
that, I'll watch it.
I don't even know what the premise is. Have you heard anything about it? Like, is it just everybody's
Nothing.
a zombie?
I've heard nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but what if they were zombies? Okay. What if
Well,
they were zombies?
I've read the comics, and it's pretty much that.
There was a comic book version of this?
Yeah, I think Reed Richards goes to him and the Fantastic Four go to another dimension, and they get there, and everybody's a zombie. They get bit, and they come back to our dimension and infect everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very alien.
It's very long. Like eventually the zombies, if they don't eat for a while, they regain their senses. Yeah.
Like
They're
they
like,
come back
oh,
to
why
human-
am I doing this?
What's this guilt I feel?
Yeah. It's weird. It really is weird. But like everybody gets it.
Did you read a lot of comics?
No.
No, just
No, not
enough.
really. Yeah, just enough to like it.
Okay. I hear all these. Wish Sean was here to talk about this from Sean Geek, because he's a fucking nut for comic books. Like Mark and him should talk because I want to see them show each other's comic book collection to each other.
We could just sit across, yeah.
Exactly, and we'll call it. We'll call it like a fucking hockey game. Mark is bringing out episode 92 from the Hulk series. Who's on the front? Oh my God!
You just get a tennis eyes going back and forth.
Yeah, brain rattling around your head. I forgot my point. It's probably fine.
All right.
That's fine. Let's move on. So lots of news in the last 2 days. This was the fun one, I thought. So Cobra Kai. First of all, it's back in December.
How many seasons? Is that their 4th?
5th, I think.
Already?
Well, 2 were on YouTube Red.
Yeah, you're right.
So Netflix
Which
produced.
sounds like a porn version of YouTube.
So I didn't get it. I have free porn. Like,
Yep.
Who pays for porn?
They knew that RedTube exists, and they still called it YouTube Red. That's my favorite.
Do you think that they were trying to get everybody who spelt the porn site wrong while searching it to just be like, oh, I'll go to YouTube?
My thing is, I think all companies need to hire a fucking idiot. And if they have a 3-lettered acronym or any kind of acronym, they need that person who's going to think of other things. Like BDL here in Winnipeg. Big Dick Lover.
Yeah, Bridge Drive. What?
Yeah.
Or Bridge.
I don't know.
It's BDI.
No, not Bridge Drive-In. There's BDL, the brewing company.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean, you want the 10th man.
There should be someone to read these and to think, oh, somebody's going to call it this.
Yeah.
Because people need to know.
Yeah. No. I love you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so with Cobra Kai coming out, they've put the Cobra Kai house up on Airbnb, so you can go.
Is it like his apartment when he moves?
No, it's the house that Daniel LaRusso has, where they karate fight for the house party, the mansion, right?
Right.
So let's see, what does it say here? A few months
Weird.
ago. So the 9,200 square foot home,
Jeez.
listed on Realtor.com with an asking price of $2.6 million, so pocket change. But the mansion is fully furnished as a Villa Flora. Supposedly its Tuscan design was inspired by the owner's time living on the Amalfi Coast. Where does it say it here? The home's carefully designed pool has served as a setting for numerous scenes of Ralph Macchio. Like, look at that pool.
Numerous scenes with Ralph Macchio.
Right?
that you will reenact with your friends.
That's the whole point,
That's
I think.
all I would do.
Okay, here it says the anonymous buyer will turn the 6-bed, 6.5 bath villa mansion into a luxury Airbnb devoted to Cobra Kai fans.
Confusing.
They also note that Jamie Foxx was interested in buying the house a few months ago.
Jamie Foxx almost bought it, but then he said no.
Do your thing. That the people need to spend time.
He
here.
was busy being Electro again.
But it'll be a plush vacation home for obviously the rich, because I imagine an Airbnb at the LaRusso home, probably like $800 a night.
And that's the opposite of what Mr. Miyagi would want.
Right. Well, it's not his house. Like, imagine if it was Mr. Miyagi's like dojo.
Oh.
You should donate to a charity if you're gonna go.
Somebody
there.
owns it.
You can't stay there unless you can catch a chopstick or a fly with chopsticks.
You have to use a fly to catch him.
This whole thing inspired though. Like, if you could,
I
off the top
catch
of
more
your-
chopsticks with honey than with vinegar.
You mean more flies with chopsticks than vinegar?
Right.
We fucked that up. But like off the top of your head, where would you want to do an Airbnb if you could pick like any house off the top of your head?
The House on Haunting Hill.
Which one?
The
The
second
Netflix?
season with all the love ghosts.
Right? Wasn't that like?
I think people were upset because it wasn't what they were expecting, but I think it was still a very good story.
It was from the heart. It was a heartbreaking horror story.
It really was. And I think that exactly, that's a good way to put it. It's
Like-
not horror in the traditional sense, and that's why I don't think people liked it.
And I think they were going meta where they're like, it's horrific that this is happening, and it would be horrific to go through this, but
Wouldn't this be awful?
yeah, right? Not knowing, then not being able to do anything. Like, that's
People wanted more bent neck lady. You know?
Forgot about her.
That somebody, I can't remember who I was with, but somebody told me that show just did not scare them at all. Like, they didn't find it scary. And I was like, you're lying.
Okay, there's jump scares in it.
Well, it's just the whole theme of it and everything. All of it is just terrifying, and I don't understand how you could not find it scary.
I tell you, man, The Strangers messes with my head. This one was like, where are we going? This felt like a whodunit.
Ooh, The Strangers is something you watch at 2 a.m. by yourself with the lights off.
Sunday morning, 9 a.m. with 5 people.
Yeah, with the family.
Yeah, that's after brunch.
Yeah.
Is The Strangers.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good fucking movie. What do you think is the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Ooh. Like when I was younger, it was The Lost Boys. Like when I was a kid. So like,
these beautiful vampires are scaring the shit out of me.
right? These lovely fanged humans who play music are just fucking with my head.
That's a good one.
But like it and I think I was more scared of my mom because she was like, "You're not allowed to watch those movies at sleepovers," and I was breaking, a rule.
My mom did the same thing. She'd say, you're not allowed to watch these, and it just made me want to watch them more. So parents out there, if you don't want your kids to watch them, don't tell them not to.
Yeah, that's as soon as you tell me not to do something,
I gotta do it.
it's human.
Like, well, obviously there's something about this that I need to see.
Yeah, what are they hiding from
Yeah.
me? I think when I was older,
Yeah.
like in my teens, yeah, we'll do this in kid
Okay.
that teens Scream.
Oh.
Scream in my teens.
There's just something about Scream, man. Guy with a knife.
Guy with a knife, but with Wes Craven in mind. Right?
Yep.
Like he just knows how to stretch and create tension, and
They
like,
teach it in school.
that scene where they flash to the kid, like the opening scene with Barrymore where he's just like gutted, right? Like,
Yeah.
that was the first time I'd really seen something like that.
That would be awful.
And I was in high school at the time. So like, right? I was like, who in my class is going to break bad? And then older, The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, like the newer
one.
The 2000. Oh
The
my
remake.
God.
Yeah.
I watched that recently, and the whole movie's pretty tame until the end.
That noise.
Yeah.
It's tame to the end? Did you say that?
I mean,
What happens in the fucking camper?
no, that's what I mean. Once it gets up to that
Oh,
point,
okay.
like where the dad's burned alive, once it gets up to there, that's when it just hits 11.
Yeah. No. and then they go back to the town, like the old, like, nuked out town.
Yeah, just so messed up, that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's because, like, okay, people did bomb places on land.
I like that premise. I really do.
Chernobyl, right? We know what happens in an area where there's nuclear fallout, so it's not.
So you got a lot of Wes Craven on you.
He
scares
do.
the shit out of you.
I can't. But I think it's because he's invested in fucking with you. Like he's not there's a lot of horror makers out there who love the genre because they're fans of the genre. I think he was just a twisted individual who enjoyed inflicting psychological pain.
Yeah, making people scared.
Yeah. What about you?
As a kid, Dawn of the Dead, which is funny because I
Original
think
or
it
remake?
came out the same year. Hills Have Eyes.
Okay, so Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah. I'm
Very
a Snyder guy.
Yeah, very good though.
I watched that too young, and it scared the hell out of me. It was one of those I got to stay up and watch cartoons to calm down.
Where's my Ghostbusters?
Yeah, I got to watch something else.
Give me Sky High right now. Okay, yeah, no,
That one was easy. Yeah, that scared the hell out of me.
the quick cuts in it.
It was
and-
all just too much.
yeah,
Yeah.
the pregnant zombie.
Yeah, that scared. And that scene's only maybe 2 minutes long. But I had that in my head like it was the longest thing ever. And when I remember showing it to people, because I hadn't seen it since then, I was like, "You guys want to watch something scary?" And I showed it to them, and I was like, "This isn't what I remember it being. Like I remember it being a lot scarier." But
Yeah.
I think I was young, and it was it was the first thing I'd seen like that. My dad let me watch it. He let me watch too much. I know.
We need to have a talk with your father about child rearing.
He did a good job of explaining that it wasn't real and that it is a movie, but I couldn't get past that.
Once the images are engraved.
Jeez, in my teens?
You were branded with the pregnant zombie.
Yes.
Your mind,
Forever.
your
I really am.
Your fucking eyes were branded with that. Oh my god.
As a teen, probably Sinister with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, that's a good series.
That movie scared the hell out of me. I didn't see the second one.
I haven't seen the second one either. I've heard everybody I know, like you, they've all been like, watch it. It's great.
Okay.
Sinister and the one with Jason Patrick. The
Insidious.
Yeah,
those
Sinister
came out at
and-
the same
yeah.
time. It's a tough choice for me, but I think Sinister was a bit scarier.
Yeah, Insidious only because it's Ghost Chasers, but it spawns. The new one spawns like different whatever. But yeah, Insidious was
there's like 5 of them.
Scary House Family.
Jeez, I gotta
Yeah.
watch that again.
Right?
And then now, as an adult, Hereditary. That movie scared the piss out of me.
It just like the fucking screaming scene when she screams at her child. I'm like, was it Tia? Not Tia.
If I showed a kid, if I watched that when I was Dawn of the Dead age, I don't know if I would have recovered.
Grandma, so scary.
Terrifying.
Did you see?
Too real. Too real.
Hereditary.
And what a jump from that to Midsommar.
Yeah, that was.
I like that too, but it was. I like an all daytime horror movie. It's an interesting way to go.
Wasn't the little girl Millie Shapiro in Midsommar too? She's in a lot of stuff, but
I think he keeps her around.
yeah, no, everybody.
She was good. I don't like her. That's how good she was.
But this Hereditary isn't horror in the true sense, is it? Remind me.
I think it's psychological.
It's psychological more than it's actual like
Yeah, big time.
superstition and
Yeah.
goblins and ghouls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but still, like
Whew.
when a horror movie is based in a real life scenario versus Freddy under the covers, that like The Strangers, right?
Yeah.
That's where I go, this is plausible. And
I'm mad because they shot Glenn Howerton in 5 minutes. He got like 5 minutes of screen time, and they shot Glenn Howerton in the face.
we're talking Hereditary still here?
No, this is Strangers.
Strangers. Oh, yeah.
Watch AP Bio.
Okay.
He's the star of that. It's a good show.
Yes. Yes, you're right. You're totally fucking right. I started watching it.
It's a good show.
He's so great.
Yeah.
It's
Love Patton Oswalt. It's just a good show.
their fucking dialogue together.
I think Patton Oswalt is destined to play the Penguin. It's just something that needs to happen.
But what do you do now with Colin Farrell going so deep with makeup?
Oh,
like
I forgot. I want to see that movie so goddamn bad.
that's on today's docket here. Let's switch to that.
All right.
So, Cinemacon had a lot of shit in the last week that nothing has surfaced online.
Yeah.
So well done, guys. Marvel should take a page out of your book. Gong. It's fine. New ones are coming. Amazon shit can eat my dick. So, but none of it leaked.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, but so they did get to see like a featurette of new sequences and new shots of the Batman, and Reeves said that they're going for the most emotional Batman.
I can tell.
And people who reviewed it on Screen Rant and Screen Crush both said that what they saw was some of the most brutal fights because emotion is tied in, right?
Oh yeah, because he's new Batman, right?
He's new Batman.
Like he hasn't been doing it for long. You can kind of tell from his gear.
Very rudimentary, almost very
like he's wearing hunting boots kind of thing.
Yeah, like exactly. Like he went to the United Army surplus.
And you can tell there's going to be brutality. Like even in the trailer when he beats the hell out of that guy and gives him the old I am justice or whatever, he just fucking, like, my God. I'm excited for what we're going to see.
I can't wait for this.
Yeah, I don't know where it's going to go.
I'm not done with too many takes on Batman yet. As long as they keep coming in this package.
New things, right? I've decided I kind of like Batfleck. I don't have a problem with it. I think he's fine.
Listener? Did you
I
hear
think
that?
he's fine.
I'm okay with it too. I'm on your team.
I liked Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, you know what? Instead of admitting next time what movie we haven't seen, we're going to admit
horrible movies that we really like.
Horrible movies that we really like.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You know what? Like he brought the big domineering superhero character to Batman that had never been there before.
Yeah.
Right? Christian Bale, small. Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice.
We need a tall Batman.
We needed a big, stupid, fucking comic book drawn version of Batman just to have
what we expect.
Yeah. Right? What you picture in your mind's eye.
Who's the Alfred again?
Jeremy Irons was the Alfred.
Perfect. Perfect choice.
I liked him. See, you've got your Michael Caine Alfred.
Michael Caine.
Right?
That's how you say his name. You say my cocaine.
Michael Caine. That's what you do. Michael Caine. But you have your Michael Caine, very debonair butler. You have
super old guy in Batman and Robin.
Right? Super old.
I was worried he was gonna die the whole time.
The guy he did a Coke commercial too.
Yeah. So old.
Then you've got the Jeremy Irons version, who's like utilitarian and like wears a vest and like can fix
little
shit.
Snippy.
Right? Little snippy. little like fuck you, Bruce. We're on. We can talk to each other like this.
Yeah.
But Andy Serkis is going to be the new Alfred.
Really?
He's the Alfred in the Batman.
Oh my God! What a weird choice. I like it.
Right?
He's actually just going to be like an ape the whole time. Monkey Butler. Matt Reeves is going real deep.
Yes, my Wayne. Yes.
No, Andy, you're a person in this.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, right.
There's no CGI. Sorry. There's no suit, man.
You don't need the walker.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stop pushing your butt out. Sorry.
No, and like Zoe Kravitz, Paul. Dano, thank you. Bernarnold.
Yep.
Like
this is gonna be amazing.
I
hope. I really don't want to be disappointed because I'm hyping it up so much and in my head, and I watch the trailer every week, and it's.
I don't think it's gonna be.
It can't be. It just can't. It's too cool to fail.
When he came out and did that final scene and just punches. What I love about a good fight scene is I love a slurry of punches. I love one for insurance and then two for brutality. And that's what that is.
Yeah, especially in a movie. Like, you can do the whole one punch and he's out forever kind of thing.
Sure, but that's not fun.
But that's not this Batman.
No, this Batman is off the chain.
Yeah.
This Batman is emotionally abused.
Well, and that's the whole thing. I think it leads up to a more realistic fight. Really.
Where we were introduced to I think all the Batmans get right into how great Batman is so quickly.
Yeah.
That you don't really get.
He's gonna be raw.
He's gonna
make mistakes.
He's gonna be sharp corners. Nothing's rounded. Nothing's perfected. nothing's planned.
That's
right?
what we want to see. We've only seen a perfect Batman.
Yeah, give me a perfect Batman.
That's right.
Or give me nothing.
Or give me death.
That's what I meant to say. I want all this Cinemacon shit to come out. Like,
yeah,
they just had
leak it.
Fuck, right? Like, just hang on, we gotta log back in here to have a screen to look at. Nope, that's the old password. What did you think of the Batmobile? in this new one,
Realistic and cool.
right?
It's not a fucking tank on wheels. How do you hide that from the government? Christian Bale's Batman was literally using his money from the company to order bat ears.
And they needed to order 500 of them to get a deal.
Yeah, and no one said anything.
Yeah.
Just fuck.
Again, perfect Batman.
Yeah.
Right? Like, gets away with too much
God
shit.
damn it.
I would love to. Yeah, I want to see a clunky fucking Batman. But that car, back to that car, it looks modded. It doesn't look like fucking Dark Knight's Christopher Nolan's bridge jumping.
Well, that Batman, he's been doing it for a while. You know, he's got all this money. He knows exactly what he wants to do with himself. And aren't we all envious of that?
I'm so envious when he jumps into the pool in the hotel after he buys it. I'm just like, this is my hotel. I'll do what I want. Fuck you, buddy. Or buys out the entire Russian ballerina team. Like those are the yeah. I don't think we're gonna see Robert Pattinson.
That's not gonna be the Batman.
No, he's gonna sink his money into bat ears.
That's right.
And Andy Serkis.
He only has one pair.
If Andy Serkis has to do anything, I hope he just swings once, and then we're like, there it is. There's the monkey.
I know who that is. Why do I recognize that swing?
The second thing that came out of Cinemacon was The Matrix. They showed a trailer there for that too. What I got from it, here's the breakdown. Neo's in therapy.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris is the therapist.
Love that.
Right. Doogie Howser.
Great casting.
He's got great bedside manner.
Doogie Howser. How old are you?
That's my Neil Patrick Harris. Not my NPH in Harold and Kumar, but my Neil Patrick Harris
mine.
is 13.
A little bit of How I Met Your Mother.
Bro code, buddy. Bro code. So they're in therapy. Then he leaves, walks down the hallway or down wherever, and Trinity walks by, and they don't know each other.
Yeah. It seems like they're very much going back to basics.
I agree.
Like it might, like, you know, 22 Jump Street, when the whole thing, they're just making fun of how it's the same story as the first one. That's what I think they're going to do. They're going to give us exactly what we want, and everyone's going to be fine with that.
It's the Wachowski sisters.
Oh.
This is, as much as that is a good idea, that has to be in the backbone, which is what it sounds like. It sounds like there's another altered universe.
Okay.
Or this might be, hang on, this might be a what if. I know you don't like what if right now, but this might be a what if Neo never happened. What if this is...
So he's still in it.
He's still in it. Trinity's in it because they're rumoring a young Morpheus.
Weird.
So it could be like pre everything and then somehow line back up to where we are now and what's going on.
Jeez.
I can't get it. Like, I love The Matrix is like, that was
have not seen 2 or 3.
really.
What is it? Matrix Revolution and then Matrix Reloaded?
Relocated? I don't know.
Matrix The Bourne Supremacy.
Age of Ultron. I don't even know. I always forget what order they come in. I think when I'm watching 2, I'm actually watching 3.
Yeah.
And then I have to go check the date to make sure I'm doing the chronological shit. I mean, the premise is great. The other 2 do go deep, right? They go into how Zion was created and how this has been going on for eons, and the war for freedom and all that stuff continues. Jada Pinkett Smith is in it, she was originally they were trying to go with a female Morpheus in the first one.
Oh, so now they're kind of doing a little, hey, look.
That's why they brought her in the second one, because they chose to go with a male version, but then she's the counterpart. She's Morpheus's equal, right?
Morpheus.
Morphet. And yeah, like CGI is fucking awesome. The speed cam.
It can only
shit.
be better.
There's the bullet train with them flying around, all that stuff is awesome. But this one, I don't know, it just seems like so much time has gone by to make movies better.
Yeah.
That they didn't have the CGI technology back then to do weird shit.
No, and everyone still thought it was dope.
Yeah. It's Keanu.
That's it. That's exactly what it was.
He's got one of the best life sayings. He's like, I'm not here to tell you what to do. If you think 2 + 2 equals fun, go with God, right? Like, it's like, I'm not like 2 + 2 is whatever for you, right?
Yeah.
And when he like takes pictures with women, he doesn't touch them. He just hovers his hands. And I'm like, that's a fucking class
He's
act.
a married man.
Just a fucking Patty, me and Patty on the fucking previous episode. I don't know. Coming out later this month. Check it out, guys. Patty Henderson, who did the costuming for him on Siberia when he filmed here.
Right.
They worked together the whole time.
Yeah.
He wanted to make his costume.
Oh.
Like, what kind of fight? Like, that's
He just seems like he puts everything he has into all of his projects.
And then when they can't do it, he's like, "Here's some of my money.
Let me help.
Yeah,
I'm a part of this too.
Right?
Give me a producer credit."
That's all I want. Last thing before we go.
Can you name all the Bourne movies?
I think we can sum up Bourne just by saying the Bourne redundancy.
That's funny.
That's probably the next one in the sequence.
It's very funny. Wasn't there one with Jeremy Renner?
There was. That was the break.
Right.
So there was.
No, that's Point Break.
One day I want to get one of these cycles going where we literally land on Kevin Bacon,
right?
Just to see if we can. But he's like another super soldier, and it's a different story about how they've been training them, and then when the project went dark, when there was more than one Bourne, he's like the other. So it takes place in the same universe at the same time, because they're mentioning how Bourne's been found in the background, but he's one of the other super soldiers who wasn't put to sleep when the Treadstone project died.
Okay.
So that was the whole Jeremy Renner thing, which is how they got Bourne to come back in the next one, because it wasn't such a clean break that like you couldn't have Matt Damon come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you hear that story about how he turned down Avatar?
Because he had to do The Great Wall?
I don't know what it was.
Because I remember he turned down a really good movie to make The Great Wall.
Where he was the Chinese
Yes.
Great Wall of China.
It was like, Matt.
Sci-fi. What are you doing, buddy?
What are you doing?
You turned down 10% of James Cameron.
I can't. It might have been Avatar. I can't remember. It depends when the movie came out.
Yeah. I bet you it was. I mean, he doesn't, like, he does whatever he does.
I know.
Ford versus Ferrari is
I think it might have been Manchester by the Sea.
interesting.
And that got Casey Affleck
because that was
an Oscar.
Yeah. And that was his production company that was doing it. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that makes sense if it was Matt Damon. Yeah, because he did The Great Wall.
Like, you could have made 4 production companies with the money you made off of Avatar.
What an idiot.
Like,
yeah.
and that's why everybody who did that movie's coasting. Like,
they should have got Eminem to do Avatar.
I'm Slim Shady. I'm the real Avatar.
Like that movie. Because there's a Matt Damon movie where Eminem was supposed to be Matt Damon's character, but I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Dinosaurs matter. This is what we're going to cap the show with. So, Colin Trevorrow, I can tell you to say his name, was doing an interview at whatever con that was on this week. I can't remember. Cinemacon.
Whatever con?
Yeah, whatever con. The con. Excuse me. And what we got out of this is Jurassic World Dominion is all about answering one question.
And what is that question?
What would life be like if you had to live with dinosaurs?
This fucking what if bullshit. Like, I swear to God.
I'm subconsciously fucking with you. So yeah, like the article says.
I don't know how that would work. I don't know how you'd get around things like that. Like how do you do things with just dinosaurs? I guess they wouldn't live in the city like how deer aren't just roaming the city all the time.
Hey man, I was on Osborne one day with Shauna. We were going for a walk. We saw 3 deer run up from the riverside.
All right, you got me there.
Down Osborne. One tried to go into Shoppers because it needed birth control. Hit the window, bounced off, landed on the concrete, kept running down the street. I was like, "There's a sidewalk, you asshat."
You fucking deer. There was no deer crossing sign, so we just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, you know, had he been aware, I'm sure he would have been following the law. I'll requote this.
Okay.
Colin Trevorrow, sorry. This movie asks a single question. If dinosaurs lived amongst us, would you be safe?
Sure.
How so?
I think so. We live with predators, I think.
We live with predators that are afraid of us more than we're afraid of them.
We live with sexual predators all the time.
I'm sorry. It's just so quick.
Yeah, and we seem to survive, not well, not psychologically.
I want to make a joke, but it's inappropriate. So
I think we could live fine with dinosaurs. I really don't think it would be an issue.
All right, let's just put a 5 dinosaurs. Let's take the top 5. Tyranno, right? Tyrannosaurus Rex, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, Dilophosaurus, and Velociraptor.
The big 5.
The big 5, right?
Yeah.
That are in all the movies. Right? One that killed Dennis Nedry's the best one.
Yeah. Agreed.
Agreed.
We went to where did we go? Drumheller in Alberta.
Did you
We
dig
did.
up? Did you dig up?
No, we didn't dig. Yeah,
but
I don't think it was open.
COVID.
Yeah. Like it was a Sunday, so there was no one working in the lab or anything either.
But you got to see all the shit.
It's very fun.
So, like, what dinosaurs roamed that area of Canada?
Like in Manitoba?
No, Alberta or Manitoba. Well, yeah,
the
what?
Albertosaurus.
That's right.
Yeah.
That must be like we have the Mosasaur. We have Bruce and Morden. That must be their claim. Do they have a named dinosaur there?
I imagine so. I can't remember a lot. I was
gotta
very
have
high. I felt rushed. I hate feeling rushed in museums.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of kids around and they don't read it. They just walk right by. And I understand that. I wouldn't either. But I want to sit and read. I want to take time, and I hate waiting for people.
We need to go to a museum together. We would be there from open and close.
Yeah,
I'm the
we'll
same.
go to Man of Nature. I love going there.
Oh, dude.
I would go there all the time.
All right. We'll go do a planetarium.
Yeah, and then we'll just sit and watch Charlie Chaplin movies.
In the
All day.
theater.
Yeah.
In the theater.
They can't kick you out.
They can't. They can't. I love it. That theater's been there since I was a fucking. That
too.
Non-such, man. Did you know they built they built
The
around
replica, yeah.
No, they built around the non-such. The non-such went in a hole.
That would be easier.
They can't get it out. That thing ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. They don't let you on the boat right now, though. That's the only thing. Can't explore the boat because of COVID.
Because
they don't want you touching things.
Yeah.
All the touching things at the museum are like, hey, don't touch.
But I've been touching everything in life, so I don't know.
I wear gloves.
I would imagine you would, yeah.
Yeah.
But
up to my elbow.
You birthing calves now?
No, I'm a fancy opera lady.
If you saw a Stegosaurus walking down the street on your way home tonight, you're telling me that we'd be fine. There wouldn't be bedlam in the
Well, they're an
streets.
herbivore, right?
Okay, so
it might just be in the way, but we live in Winnipeg, man. Like, the traffic's garbage and no one knows how to drive anyways. What's a dinosaur being in the way?
I don't want to be on Route 90 with a Triceratops just grazing the fucking grass on the boulevard.
Yeah, but see, that's what I think. You don't just see bears and stuff in the city all the time, like once in a while. They'd be out in the wild. They'd be out in the woods because they wouldn't get any food here. It wouldn't be worth it. It's too dangerous for them.
Well, yeah, nobody wants, like, I mean, it sucks sleeping on the curb and versus, you know, a nice little cozy patch. And
you'd go
the
on
white
hikes, and instead of worrying about grizzlies and things like that, you'd have to keep an eye out for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Make a lot of noise, whatever.
Okay, all right. And I'm just playing devil's advocate here
Yeah.
to fucking ping pong you, but with that gorilla and the kid that fell, right? I'm going to use this, all right? So
We don't want Harambe hurt. I miss him.
I miss Harambe and the tiger that bit it too from that asshole dentist.
That kid's a fucking idiot.
Anybody who shoots an animal that beautiful is a fucking
I
moron.
don't know why they didn't just trank it.
Did anybody see that gorilla was holding that baby in a caring, loving way?
I think so.
It was not like the baby was scared because it was in water. The gorilla wasn't like it. I don't need to be a clinical psychologist in animal fucking studies to understand that was an animal taking care of a thing.
Yeah.
Because it looked the same as what it gives birth to. Because every baby looks like a gorilla. No, whatever.
Every baby is covered in hair.
Covered in fucking it. But like, okay, so in thinking like that, the kid got over the fence. The parent was too close. Whatever. What I'm saying is humans are fucking morons, myself
right.
included. So like, I'm gonna poke the Dilophosaurus, mommy, and then you're fucking
People would
blind,
do it.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm not thinking so much about, could we survive? I'm sure we could,
Because they'd be a lot easier to find,
right?
like than most wild animals. Man, wild animals can hide. These ones are pretty visible.
And then like, okay, you get bored with the Brachiosaurus, right? Then you're just like, no one goes to see the Brachiosaurus
You get
anymore.
bored with the Brachiosaurus.
Like, because TikTok is there and Instagram is there and whatever's there.
We went to Dinosaur Park today.
Right? Imagine selfie walls in front of a dinosaur leg.
I just cling to them.
If you did live in a world where dinosaurs were around you all the time, I'm assuming like you could get a little packy, like the little ones that like eat the kids in the
Yeah.
movies. Would you want a dinosaur as a pet? In all honesty,
They'd get too big.
what if you could get out like a micro pig version?
You know what that made me think of? Did you see the trailer for the live-action Clifford the Big Red Dog movie?
I saw screenshots, but I
It
didn't
looks
see it.
terrifying.
Well, they canceled it.
They did?
It's not going anywhere until they figure out what to do with it. Okay, so what's wrong with the dog?
It's like how Sonic looked in the first trailer. It's just haunting. Nobody asked for this. They could have just done like an animated movie. No one wanted this.
Okay, but they did do the animated cartoon on PBS or
yeah, of course.
Maybe
but they could just do like what they did with Space Jam and just update it.
Yeah, you're totally right.
That's all. They did a whole movie with Harrison Ford and the dog wasn't real.
That's such a great movie.
I don't know how the fuck. Why wouldn't you just use an actual dog?
After a minute, I didn't care.
Really?
I didn't. At first, I was like, "Oh, come on!" But like the work that dog had to do, you'd need 10 dogs on set. You'd have to cycle them out.
They did it in that in that Dennis Quaid dog movie, where they drown one.
A Dog's Purpose.
Yeah. They did it in that.
I'll tell you something about that later. So, if you could have a dinosaur as a pet, a miniature version of any dinosaur.
Oh, wow.
One that's manageable. One that wears a leash. One that can cuddle even.
Maybe
as big as Burger.
I'd want a swimmer, maybe.
Okay. Like
something in water. Yeah.
Plesiosaur?
Plesiosaurus, yeah.
Is it Pleasy or Plezzy?
I don't know.
Pleasy or Leslie, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea. Probably that, though.
Yeah.
And get like a pool.
Come on, do tricks.
There you go.
Right? Just let them swim around. I mean, yeah.
That's
right?
what Nessie is.
That's exactly. That's what Nessie is?
Yep. I'm 100% sure.
I believe in Nessie too, buddy.
I know it's out there.
It's one of the deepest lakes on the planet.
Even the ocean's unexplored. They could still be alive.
Do you know the number of the ocean? We've only gone. Not me. We as in the people who have.
Me and Mike
have only done 15% of the ocean, and of the 15% that they've been in, they only know 5 of it.
There you go. So who knows?
Yeah.
Nessie's a dinosaur.
Who knows? That's where the aliens are hanging out, man.
Wouldn't that be nice?
We're looking in space.
No, that's Pacific Rim.
And that's Battleship.
Right.
I would want a Triceratops. Yeah. Just because watching Alan Grant like up and down, like it looks like a cat version of a dinosaur.
I would have cried after coming on set and seeing something like that. Like, my God.
It like
we watched the Movies That Made Us episode on that. Did we. It was just so worth it.
Isn't it fun to watch how Phil Tippett just got his ass handed to him, and it was like, here,
poor guy,
right?
I felt bad. But it's not like there was no reason both medias couldn't exist. There was no reason that his just had to die. But people saw this and they were like, "It's done." Fuck claymation.
There's so much to that you're so right.
Like Tim Burton loves it, and he made it cool again. There was no reason it had to die. But people were just like, "Fuck that! That looks awful," and it doesn't matter.
I think it was because if anybody else had discovered it outside of Spielberg's company, it would have been a thing. But I don't think it would have been a fucking staple like you're.
No, probably not, because they wouldn't have had the money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like they would have done it, and it would have started to grow. But because they had the money, and that guy in the combat boots, it was like, "Fuck you! I'm going to do whatever I want."
I love that guy.
That guy, I want to interview that guy.
Right.
I want to interview that guy so much.
Like, holy shit! And then of course his bosses take all the credit for it. Like, we told him to do this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were behind the scenes the entire time.
Fuck you.
That's my signature on that design there, right? I did the spec. Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Phil Tippett released Mad God 2 weeks ago.
Right. So somebody was just telling me about this yesterday, and I gotta see it.
Let's watch it together.
Okay.
Apparently, for 2 people who suffer from anxiety, it is a horrible idea.
Oh,
because they say
what's it on?
I think you have to buy it. I don't think it's streaming anywhere because it was released at a film fest 2 weeks ago.
I promise you, a friend of mine was just telling me about this yesterday.
Everybody fucking standing O raving reviews.
That's what I heard.
But anxiety wrapped in a panic attack. So
I can deal with that if it's just a movie and it's not happening to me. It's nice to watch others suffer.
The things he said about the process of making that, it like fucked him up. It's 30 years. It was like after hours when he was done other jobs. Like it's a 30-year labor of love.
I'm excited.
So am I.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's no reason it ever had to die.
And it's funny that you say that because now they're using it again.
I know. It just needed a little boost.
Miniatures, stop motion, scale models, like all that stuff is
and
coming.
What does to scale mean?
Martin.
Martin.
What does to scale mean, Martin? We hope you're hearing this, buddy.
He thought he was getting a giant it clown.
No, man, it's to like what they be.
Because if you get giant alien mother, you might win that one.
Giant alien, like pregnant alien mother
Yeah.
from Alien vs. Predator.
Because that's what you picked, right?
No, I didn't pick Alien Mother. Did I pick Alien? Yeah, I did pick Alien.
You did pick Alien. I
did.
remember that
Yeah,
episode.
Alien Queen.
Yeah. So there, if you get giant, I think you might win. Because what are the other ones? Hellboy?
Hellboy was
To scale Hellboy.
right. Fits in my pocket.
That was a good pick if it's giant Hellboy.
If it's giant Hellboy, you have a giant gun that shoots awesome bullets.
Go back and watch that episode or listen to that episode. It's worth it.
Yeah, everybody
It's
do
pretty
it.
early on, but it's a good one.
Go back and listen to everything early on because you'll love this
Very
so much
good.
more.
Yeah.
We do.
Listen to our debates. They're pretty good.
Pretty awesome, guys. Like if you just press play for the first time, there's 107 other things
Yeah.
to play with.
Interviews, all of it.
Well, Jimmy, I think this is a perfect time to put a cap in it.
I think so.
And tell everybody, if this is your first time, again, thank you so much. RealDebaters.ca, that's how you subscribe, or your favorite podcast player. What can they buy on our website?
You can buy anything. T-shirts, sweaters. There's fucking...
Make it up. Q-tips.
Yeah, you can buy your father's love. And slap a logo on it.
Actually, you know what? You can tell your dad to buy you some swag,
love.
and that'll be love. That's
Yep.
perfect. I love that. Skateboards. The
Yep.
new skateboard decks are
Skateboard
there.
decks.
Yeah. No, I read all this stuff off at the beginning at the top of the show. I have it in
It
front of me.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I did. So whatever. The point is, guys, there's a tab in the show notes that Jimmy was talking about that if you want to support the show, you
Help
can
us out.
you can help us out. It just goes into shit.
It's going right back into it.
We would love to not have day jobs. We all have day jobs. We have food. We have a roof over our head.
Yeah.
We have shit. But it produces funds to pay for shit on the show that are a bummer.
You help us do that, we can do even more.
And then you get blamed for it and are like an executive producer for helping us out. Or you can donate. There's 3
Yeah.
tiers. $1, $3, and $5 donations. We cap it at 5 because anything more is a waste of your money.
Yeah, don't do that. That's insane.
Don't do more than 5.
Unless you want to give us 10 grand.
Yeah, 9,999 because then we don't have to claim it.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks, Homeland. You taught me that. That's how the CIA moves money around.
Makes sense.
So both tabs, you can donate, you can shop, but just subscribe.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the biggest help. Subscribe, comment.
It's free,
Yeah, it is free.
right?
You're already on it.
Yeah, you're right there. Just like write a comment, good or bad. 'Cause
Hate me.
Yeah. If you want to take me over the coals, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
We love
That's part of the debate.
we love human interaction. Besides,
We are wrong a lot.
actually, I don't think we're ever right.
I have never been right on this show.
Yeah, no, nothing is ever right on this show.
Yeah.
It's made in a world of make believe, which is why it's always.
But Mephisto is right.
It's Mephisto. If it's gonna be anything, it's gonna be fucking Mephisto.
Yeah, that's going to be the one right.
I've been Michael Petrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man. I already used Skin Dog Millionaire.
That's true.
Fuck.
It's okay. We got all day.
Oh, man.
Now you got to make it.
Jeez. I got nothing.
Next week, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy will figure out his name. We promise you that. Watch all the movies, kids. We're fucking gone.